Coach Anthony Timmons, Western Guilford, first day of practice is kind of a little bit less, I guess, detailed as some practices because you're inside today, not like outside sometimes. The whistles, all the different drills, but got to get the work done. You guys have been working all summer, so really you've done a lot of work already, right?
Right. And, you know, this is really technically our last summer practice, you know, with official practice starting on July 31st. We're going to let this be our last summer practice, and we're going to do a big team bonding activity tomorrow, but we've really been going hard all summer, you know. The kids will tell you this has been a very competitive summer. We really feel good and where we're at. We really feel ahead, but we're going to continue to fine-tune things and still be able to work on things.
Got your quarterback, got your running back, got your wide receiver lined up?
Absolutely. I mean, we pretty much know who our starters are on both sides of the ball. Those guys have been here all throughout the summer. We kind of know who our backups and stuff are, so, you know, we're actually really excited about what all we have.
I'd say one thing, I think you got a W before this season starts. Already got one win already because you kept Timothy Baker, right? Baker State?
Well, yes, we have Timothy, but we know as a team it's not all about him. It's about all players on the entire team. It's about all 11 starters on both sides of the ball and on special teams. So he's a part of what we do, but it's about the team.
Well, I got to ask you this because it's always an important question. I mean, sometimes you lose a guy or two to another school. Did everybody stay this year? Get everybody back?
Man, well, listen, I don't know if you want me to go down that rabbit hole about the recruiting.
It's a big rabbit hole, yeah.
Yes, it is a
very big transfer portal is kind of crazy at high school, isn't it?
Man,
transfer portal?
Listen, it's made it real crazy. I'm not really going to go there. They know who they are that have decided to be out here doing all the recruiting and all the different things. But I know this for a fact, you know, whenever you do it the right way, it works. If you have to go out here and cheat and to be able to do certain things to build your program, then you're not doing it the right way, because are you really doing what's best for the kid, or are you really doing what's best for yourself?
And when you look at the overall picture right now, it's who walks through that door today, and on, I guess, August 1st, walks that door for official practice that very first day. Those are the guys you count on. Those are the guys you're going to work with.
Well, you know, but, you know, we actually are counting and working with the guys that have been with us since spring and ones come back from last year, because when you invest in something, you will see rewards. There is no shortcut to being successful. There's no shortcuts to being great. You have to put in the work. You have to endure. Nowadays, kids are learning if I don't get my way here, if I'm not happy here, I'm going to go over to the next place. But as we always say, the grass is not always greener on the other side.
And some people, some of the sayings I've heard before used to be a saying called, don't wait, be great now. What's going to make you guys a better team this year?
Well, you know, like I said, whenever I did my article in the News and Record, we're going to be a gritty team. You know, we're going to be about ourselves. We're going to all row the boat in the same direction. We're going to be about us, because nowadays working together as one is very, very important.
Well, I missed that article in the News and Record because they got this thing called the paywall these days. You can't see the articles online because they got the paywall comes up.
Right. Well, I have to make sure that I definitely get you a copy.
Yeah, Brian Roche does a great job. News and Record, give him a shout out, Brian Roche. But again, that paywall, even with the Charlotte Observer, hits you pretty quick too. That paywall's up probably in about 9 seconds, 10 seconds, so you get to see the headline. Maybe one picture and it's gone. But speaking about this team,
absolutely
this year as opposed to last year, what's some improvement areas you see?
Oh wow, that's definitely a great question. We are even stronger than we were last year. We're definitely more competitive. We have more experience because, you know, a lot of sophomores who played last year that came in with me my first year 2 years ago are now juniors. So this is year 3 for us. So we're definitely more experienced. We are more as a team. The senior class is the last senior class from the old regime. So it's pretty much the kids know how to run this program themselves, and that's what's going to make us a better team. And we are more determined. I mean, everybody's working hard, and I mean that's what counts. I mean, and we are together. You know, we're not some team that's went out here and brought people in from all over and just trying to make it work. We are a team that we know our guy to our left and we know our guy to the right, and we truly believe in one another.
You got 2 wins last year. If you could get 4 this year, but then you want to get 5 this year because you play 10 games, you want to go half and half at least. Got to go 5 and 5.
You know, we're not going to put a cap on it.
Right.
You know?
But you've got some goals though.
Right now, our focus is week 1. We're solely focused on Southwest Randolph, and then after that, we're going to take it 1 week at a time. But we're going to control what we can control, which is our work ethic and us showing up every day, going hard.
So Southwest Randolph, first game of the regular season,
yes,
right?
Sir.
And you
yes,
scrimmaged them before, hadn't you?
Not scrimmage. We actually played them week 1 last year.
And last year, what happened last year?
Last year, you know, we got up early, and then we just kind of ran out of gas towards the end. And at that time we did not know how to finish and win. So that is something that's on me. That is something that I'm going to make sure it's fixed. And so, we're going to control what we control. We just come every day, put our hard hat on, and we're going to go to work.
Well, I've been watching some tape past few days or so. A couple days back, I was watching that tape with Earl Campbell. I watched Earl Campbell. You remember Earl Campbell?
I remember Earl Campbell, yes, sir. He was number 34, yes, sir.
Number 20 back in college. Do you have any Earl Campbell-type players on this team? Because Earl, he didn't worry about running around. He just ran through you. And Earl, he started out as a kicker when he was 10 years old, and then became a linebacker. His favorite player was I think Dick Buckets. He liked Buckets. He became a running back as a junior in high school. Went on to become the Texas State Player of the Year. But anyway, you got any Earl kind of Campbell guys this team, kind of some Earl Campbell?
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you, a lot of guys made on this team, maybe not, probably don't remember Earl Campbell, but what we are a old school throwback tough nose team.
That's good to hear.
A lot of days in today's era, kids are not as loyal as they used to be. Kids may not work as hard as what they are. A lot of kids are being told what they want to hear, but what we're doing is our guys want to get better. They want to be coached, and they know that they can always be doing something to get better, and I say, guys, that's going to carry over to college, because no college coach wants a kid coming in that feel like that they know everything. I mean, that's not how it works. And our job here is to prepare them to be young men, and then to prepare them for college, whatever level that may be that they're going to play.
Well, if you compare these guys to some guys in the past, I'd say bring back a Herbert Presley, 7 touchdowns in one game against Randleman back in 1973, right. I think it was. Bring back Anthony Saunders, who also had 7 touchdowns in the game. You remember Saunders? He coached down your way later when you got down toward the Raleigh area, I think.
Whenever I was at Nightdale, yes, sir.
So you got those kind of players' possibilities.
Yes, and you know what? We are really bringing back the old black hat mindset.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, black hat pride, yeah.
I mean, our guys, we're able to run the ball, we're able to throw the ball, we're able to be physical on defense, we're able to stop people. So there's a lot that we're able to do, and we are just focusing on the basics day in and day out.
If I had a can of spray paint and you'd show me where to go when you guys leave the locker room, I'd spray paint a black line right after you guys walk in the locker room. I'd say, you start that black line, you run to the field and back every day.
Right.
Once you leave that locker room, that's when practice begins. You cross that black line, you're involved in practice,
correct.
And you run from the field to the black line, practice is over.
Yes, sir.
Thought about that or not?
Well, listen, I call it flipping the switch.
Yeah.
Our kids know when we leave out that locker room door, we're turning on the switch. When we come back in the locker room door, we can turn the switch off, but it's about us focusing on us and getting better each and every day.
What do you need to do? What's it going to take you guys to have enough time, enough presence of mind to get all this stuff put together the next couple weeks, be ready for that first game? What do you got to do to be ready for that very first game, that first Friday night, August 23rd against Southwest Randolph?
Well, time waits for no one, so we've really been working hard since spring. We've been in the weight room since November, early December. So, so we've been doing some small things, but we just have to continue to focus on the basics, continue to, take care of the small things, because the small things are what add up into big things, and we just got to continue to focus on us, and, we're going to be fine.
And the conference will be tough again this year. Very tough conference. We get a conference win or two, and you'll be building. That's what you're going to do.
And again, Andy, we're not.
And you got one last year. You beat Southeast Guilford last year, of all people. How crazy was that?
But you know what? Again, we're not going to put a cap on it.
Right,
what I'm saying? We're going to take it 1 week at a time with the Southwest Randolph, and then we will focus on week 2 and etc. That's how we're going to handle things.
So you're going to focus right now on Monday here on July the 29th. Get ready today, and then step forward for the next few days. And that first game on August 23rd.
Yes, sir.
What is game day like over here? When they come to school on that August 23rd, what's that game day like for these kids? They walk through the school doors.
Well, Western is changing. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be exciting for the kids to get back. They get to see their friends. But, it is something to be said when you get to wear your football jersey during game week, then the kids get to see you. And, school starts here. That'll be during the second week of football. So that'll be our first home game, which will be the first Friday of school. So, it'll be a lot of excitement. So, our guys are able to walk back into school looking bigger and better than they were whenever they left.
I think, too, at a school like any school, high school, the football player, I think, has to be considered a little bit different, a little bit special, because, they're putting a lot of extra work in. Other students, I'm sure, they're working hard on other projects, too, but this is different kind of work. These guys put the work in. They should be looked at a little bit differently and respected.
Correct. Yes. Everybody knows back especially whenever you were in school, it was something to wear your varsity letterman jacket. It was something to be that football player. That tradition has somewhat kind of got lost in this era, but, we're working on bringing that back. We want our guys to understand that you are the leaders in the school. you know, as our season goes, typically that's as the school year goes. So, you know, we know what we got to do, and we know that we have to be able to set the 24-25 school year off in the right direction.
I guarantee one thing, you probably can't do this today, but back in the day, if a kid fumbled during the game, he would have to carry the football in his hands the next week to class.
Correct.
He'd carry football during the school day, class to class, 6 classes every class, and you would not be seen setting that ball down unless you had some work to do.
Right. Kind of like off the movie program.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, Coach, I know you got work to do. Appreciate your time today. We've kind of set the tone for this season. Hope it's going to be a good one. I always start with you guys' first interview every year now. You guys are the first one. You guys are the lead-off team for high school football.
Thank you so much.
Western Guilford's got to continue some kind of tradition here. You got Doug Henderson here at that stadium. You got this is the Bill Hollifield gym, and I'm telling you what, if Bill Hollifield right now, I would be on the floor right now doing push-ups. I would be sitting here talking to you. He would be making this work right now. He'd find someone to make you work.
That's right.
And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
And Joe Robinson Field. Don't forget Joe Robinson.
Yes, sir.
The former coach.
Yes, sir.
So one day we'll see Anthony Timmons here too, with maybe Anthony Timmons' front door to the gym.
Well, you know what? Hey, I got to continue to put some work in there.
I've got the Andy Durham side ditch out on Fernway Drive there. I got the side ditch. I got that in the special side ditch.
Yes, sir.
We're making some progress.
Absolutely. It's about getting 1% better every day. Thank you, Andy.